Welcome back and thank you for staying with Morning Express. We continue with today's conversation centered around TVET institutions and the impact they're making in informal settlements across the country. I'm joined in studio by Anthony Richard Hulula, who's the director at the Ngao Foundation. And I'm equally joined by Mokuhe Karimi, a director of Blessings Institute of Professional Studies. Both organizations working hand in hand in terms of making sure these technical skills penetrate through various informal settlements in the country. And it's a good job, I must say. But Mokuhe Karimi, let's talk about some of the challenges that might be coming forth, even as we endeavor in this all-important need for education. And especially in informal settlements, the money factor, the financial status of the parents might affect their position or the availability to pursue further studies. So how exactly do you tackle this in order to ensure that my background does not affect the level of education I'm able to achieve? Are there sponsorship programs through various organizations of which you work with that are able to perhaps boost when needed? Talk to us.
Thank you very much. In terms of financial or self-sponsored student, most of them, they don't complete institution, they don't complete course, but we work with our area MCA, Paul Mahamba, and our MP, that is Wanyonyi, and even in other organizations, we work with them very closely. Even if we don't tackle 100% in terms of financials, most of challenge that we get is dropout of students. Whenever they get maybe a small skills and they drop, but we are trying even we are trying to work with TVET so that they can create awareness for TVET courses and the registration, so that they can register and get that 75% that the TVET give them. And we are happy for government on sponsoring TVET courses, and we are still hoping they will create awareness to our youth so that they can at least join in a big number, because if you get 75% on TVET, that is almost 100% you will finish your course. Yeah.
Okay, well noted. Anthony, over to you, and perhaps how your organization is helping through sponsorship programs, if any, in order to ensure those who are not from a well-abled background are still facilitated to pursue this dream of a right to education.
Yes, thank you so much. Ngao supports through our education program, total orphans, children or girls who don't have parents, for them to get education. Those girls who are rescued, or those who are physically maybe challenged in a way, and they don't have support. And through our network of friends, we use a word called connecting dots. So a friend tells a friend to tell a friend, to make sure that we can support the young people. So we have been doing that, and we have several students who have gone through, Blessing Institute of Professional Studies through our sponsorship program.
Okay, well noted. So let's shift focus to other matters right now. And from where you see it, Hulula, is the uptake of TVET courses commendable currently as it is? How's the uptake, especially in the informal settlements?
I think it is the way to go. For us to realize, to reduce and mitigate domestic violence, to reduce community crimes, to reduce idleness in the community. TVET courses is the way to go, because you realize that even just like plumbing, you might only have 2 people within the community or within that area that they have that skill, and we have thousands of young people seated. Having just a person who can plait the hair very well or shave very well, you might have only one barber, to one who can shave the hair, but we have thousands of men who want to go to the kinyosi, to shave. You know, women who wants to do their hair. You know, everybody wants to be beautiful. But we have many people who are outside without the skill, you know, than, you know, them, you know, who are trained. And this uptake, now people are coming to realize as we create awareness each and every time, you know, they are realizing that skill is very important, especially when the government, you know, say that people who have skill, they can also register companies, you know, to do something. You know, it doesn't matter whether you have, so many people are now realizing, what do I need to do to just have that certificate? How do I do to formalize my skill or talent that I have? So the uptake, you know, is taking slowly, picking up slowly, and we need to do more to make sure that the thousands of young girls or women who are just sitting at the door, not doing anything, them to realize that there's already opportunities and resources within the same community that they can tap into.
Okay, well noted. Let's cross over to Karimi. Even as we speak about getting certificates, I think the true test of its effectiveness would be the jobs that these young individuals are able to get. Are there any positive contributions, perhaps in those who you've worked with, in terms of absorption into the job market? After the certificate, what next? That's usually the big question. Are there more cases of those who create employment than those who go for employment? What are the statistics like right after one is able to get the TVET course?
Thank you very much. On Blessings Institute of Professionals, most of our students, definitely our motto is be your own boss. So even from the one day, or from the first day, they know after here, I don't need maybe to be employed, I need just skill to employ myself. So at least 25% of them, they get employed, but 75% of them, they started small job, and I can testify from the big number we have of 3,000 students who have gone through Blessings Institute of Professional Study. Most of them today are bosses. And they are very stable, and they have created even for others, and they are very much stable in their job.
Okay, that's definitely the goal, I think. So Anthony, from where you sit, aside from employment, are there opportunities for self-employment and entrepreneurship under these TVET courses? Because the government has been talking time and time again, we want to create employers, not employees. Talk to us about this.
Yeah, you know, the thing is we have young people, you know, when they get the course, you know, what we are, the TVET opportunity they get is that you are creating a job. You are employing yourself, because, you know, we have so many who are, you know, freelance. You know, they're out there, and, you know, they have their own customers, and, you know, so what we are creating is how do they keep the small customers, you know, and retain them to make sure that they have a living with that. And, you know, through TVET courses, that's happening. And through these simple skills, business skills, entrepreneurial skills, life skills, you know, we are training young people to know that you don't need to be employed. You can also employ someone. Like those ones who have started their own salon, those ones who are also doing even just a freelance, a girl who has, you know, 7 customers, and that day, you know, 2 customers need, you know, to be played at the hair, and you know, she cannot be at the 2 places at the same time. You know, we are training them on how do you make network, how do you make linkages with people who have the same skills that can also put money in your pocket. As they put money in your pocket, you can put money into their pocket. That's creating employment among themselves within the same you know, interest level or the same job level. And that is happening within the community. When you come in Kangemi, you'll find out that, you know, young people who are doing construction, you know, they are in the group, and they know where they are waking up to, which building. You know, young ladies who are doing the you know, business, you know, they know where they are going to wake up to. So that networking skills And just knowing that, I can share the knowledge that I have with the other one is also helping them. So we are building a holistic human person. Not only the person who is going to sit there and get discouraged, yes, I have this skill and I cannot go out there and network with others to get a job. Because in the community, especially in informal settlement and slums, you get a job or you can get connected through connection of others. Okay. That social aspect of knowing what the other people are doing within the community connects these young people to be self-reliant and to move forward. And that's what we are encouraging.
Well, this is important. And Karimi, do you think rebranding is important right now to make TVET courses more attractive to young people? Have we crossed that barrier where the public image of a university degree is held in better respect as compared to a vocational training certificate? Well, what say you about this?
Yeah, thank you very much. In our institution, that is Blessings Institute of Professional Study, we have rebranded the course. Like hairdressing, we don't call it hairdressing, or hairdressing and beauty, we don't call it hairdressing and beauty. We call it cosmetology. That is a bit different name than our mother or our grand use. If you don't get education, you will get hairdressing or other thing. In catering, we don't call it catering or baking or other thing. We call it hospitality. Because hospitality is a rebranding name that is inside, so that maybe our youth can say, even if I didn't go to university, I got to TVET courses, and it's a different name that our mother or our grand use, that is maybe catering. Like in tailoring, tailoring is our mother use or our grand use. They use tailoring as, if you didn't get education, go and get tailoring. Okay. Nowadays, we call it fashion and design, which even in our university, they use that. So we don't have that limitation nowadays. We can say, if you go to a TVET courses, you will go for tailoring. We call it fashion and design. I believe in rebranding because even our youth, they are getting courage and they are getting motivated, and they are changing the mind of maybe our mothers, that history thing. Yeah.
Definitely, and a mental shift is quite needed. So I think that rebranding is a step in the right direction. As we finalize, Anthony, in case someone's watching and they're interested in the sponsorship programs that are available, how exactly does one access them in order to perhaps pursue a higher level of education?
There are several information levels that you can get. Reach us. We are on Facebook, the Ngao Foundation. We are, on the website. You can get us through the ngaofoundation.org. We are on Twitter, the Ngao_foundation. So, we have this, and we also connect you to the resources. We have the MCAs, we have, several bursaries that most of people don't know within the government. So our ABCD model is really connect dots, connect you to the resources that are available, connect you where you want, or if information that you need, we can do that, because only Ngao as a foundation cannot sponsor everyone else. Our work is to make sure that within the community, any resources that is available for you to realize your potential, we will connect you that. Even when we are working with women on making, beads or whatever like that, we connect them to the market that is available for them to make a living. So we are in the community to make sure that you can realize your full potential and serve in the best capacity that you can serve without you looking down upon yourself, or without going for average. You can go for the best.
Without any limitations. Thank you so much for your time. Anthony Richard Hulula, who's the director at the Ngao Foundation, doing a good job in terms of connecting those in need with the relevant authorities that can offer that help. Mukuwe Karimi, the Director of Blessings Institute of Professional Studies, the Institute also doing a proper job in terms of making sure that these TVET courses are well available to those who need it most, especially in the informal settlements. Thanks for your time. We'd like to shift focus right now away from TVET matters. Let's talk about hefty Ministry of Health pending bills that has made headlines following a court decision to award 2 suppliers billions of shillings in pending bills owed to them by the Ministry of Health has caught the attention of the Public Accounts Commission. The committee has questioned the court's ruling that awarded the complainants up to 200% of their initial cost of the bills. Our Health and Science reporter, Beldine Waliaula, with more.
The Public Accounts Committee is investigating